we are inside the NuCamp Tab 400. This floor plan is one of two. That's right, you heard me say it. There are two floor plans now for the Tab 400. We're going to go over what those are. We are inside the Black Canyon, which is a upgrade option for the boondock that gives you additional solar and additional capabilities to go a little bit farther out there, out in the wild. And let's check out the inside. So now we're running the isotherm fridge. It's sticking. Right here, it is a 12 volt fridge with a small freezer compartment. So it is actually pretty decent. And you have a nice big drawer underneath for storage. The bed is what we call a short queen, and again, that's that side to side with the angle. Still have that beautiful stargazer window that are very common. The stereo is tucked up here out of the way. So underneath the cabinets here, you have some great storage shelves, some great storage drawers. Again, beautiful construction. You can see that it's made out of ply, dovetail joints, all Amish cabinet work here. This is some great stuff. If you see the changes that are made in the cabinets, the exterior is ply with a laminate cover. So now you have a consistency in the coloring and the surface. So it's not solid wood surface face, it's solid wood construction, but again, it is laminated on the exterior. Dometic cooktop. Again, not an iron grate, but it's definitely a full surface, so you don't have to worry about your pots and pans falling off on those surface. So I'll give that at least a half a thumbs up. Still nice big sink with a faucet, so you're able to wash and do all of your great dishes. You have your doors here, and we are big fans of this shape because it does open up a great amount of storage underneath here for pots, pans, cookware and stuff like that. And having it rounded off, no sharp edges to bump into, and maximize the amount of space you have in this little floor plan. Now we're going to head into the wet bath. Now some changes. You can see the sink is no longer pulled down, but that's been changed for a while. Gives you a great opportunity to keep open as much of that space as possible. Toilet is tucked in on a nice angle, and there is that rod, shower curtain rod that runs around the entire perimeter, so you can close that off and keep that moisture from landing outside here in your rig. So nice, big, spacious, no problem with room in there. Very well done. I would like the mirror to be a little longer, you know, for dressing, but at least there's a nice mirror there so you can make sure everything looks good. And I told you there are two floor plans. Now everybody wants to know what's the floor plan. So we're going to show you the other floor plan. Not going to be as amazing or surprising as you think. What it actually is, this is the bunk floor plan, which came out last Hershey show. We were able to show you this. So it gives you an option to have your dinette that converts into bunk. So if you have a few kids coming with you or other folks, because adults can fit on these, you have that great opportunity to run that bunk. Now, the other floor plan is the original Tab 400 floor plan, no bunk. That's right, you're now going to be able to get your Tab 400 minus this bunk with the larger dinette as previous. So a lot of folks I know are going to be super happy about that. But if you needed that space, you still have it. Two floor plans in the Tab 400. So here we go. We're going to go into the traditional floor plan. We accidentally caught Scott Hubble, the CEO, hard at work. So we are in the other floor plan. Yes, and I'm making a joke. It's actually the original floor plan of the Tab 400. So the Tab 400 is also going to be available with the original dinette. No more bunk, so you get the full width of the dinette. No more space taken up back here. The dinette table is going to be back to its original sizes and all of the great things. Yes, you're still going to have the differences, you know, a little bit over here with these small cubbies that double as the ladder in the other, but basically you are back to the original floor plan of the Tab 400. So you're back to the full-size dinette. Table is, you know, what you've come to know. Maybe it seems to me like slightly different shape than the original one we had. Was more of a kind of a rounded, right? An angled, but is nice and squared off. So you have plenty of dinette space back. From what we were told here at NuCamp at the Hershey show, it was a much requested item that everybody wanted. Can we have a version minus the bunk? So they put it back into production, and it is definitely available. So we would like to point out something. If you watched our videos from a while ago when we had our Tab 400, we always complained how loud and intrusive the air conditioning was. Well, we are currently in one with the air conditioning running, and it is so much more enjoyable to have air conditioning without that intrusive sound. So they've done a great job relocating the air conditioning, picking the right unit that's great for this size camper, and keeping the noise to an enjoyable dull roar. So now with the changes in the Tab 400 relocating, you get your drawback underneath your bed, and your batteries and other mechanicals, Aldi and all that systems are tucked under there. So storage wise, you get your nice drawback there. You get your big draw here underneath your fridge, nice and deep, and you have all of the drawers and storage over here. On the back side of the bed, you have a nice cubby right here next to the bed. You have your USBs, you have your power ports, your inverter plug, you have lights back here over, reading lights, stereo, all those great things are located right here. So if you did have to use a CPAP machine, it's there. And from a few years ago when I complained that there are no USB ports or power plugs underneath the TV, they're still there. So now if you want to run a Blu-ray player or other items, or smart, your Roku, you can plug right in there to the back of your TV. Still a great camper, one of our favorites. Still building great stuff.
If you're enjoying this video, now would be a great time to subscribe to our channel, Loving Life Hitched Up. We have a lot of tours coming up from the Hershey RV show. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that bell notification so you know when our next video is out. And remember, when you're out there loving life, do it hitched up.